Hi, we are beginning a new chapter called Issue of Debentures, and this is an introductory video on this chapter. In this introductory video, we will learn the meaning of debentures, the definition of debentures as per Companies Act 2013, and also have a look at a few common terms which are associated with this chapter. Also, we will learn the characteristics or features of debentures, the different types of debentures, and enumerate the differences between a share and a debenture. So let's begin with understanding the meaning of the term debenture. Meaning of debenture. It refers to a written instrument or a document which is issued by the company acknowledging a debt. So the company has borrowed money and it has issued a debenture certificate, which is a written instrument or document acknowledging that it has borrowed a debt. The terms of the repayment of the principal amount borrowed, as well as terms of payment of interest at a specified rate, both of these are stated in this document. The definition of debenture as per Section 230 of the Companies Act 2013. Debenture includes debenture stock, bonds, or any other instrument of the company evidencing a debt, whether constituting a charge in the assets of the company or not. We'll check out a few terms. The first term, debenture holder. It refers to the persons to whom the debentures are issued. The second term, bond. Like a debenture, a bond is also an acknowledgement of debt issued by the company. But however, in this case, the rate of interest is not predetermined. The final term, debentures trust deed. Any company issuing debentures to the public is required to appoint trustees and execute a trust deed. The trustees use the powers granted by the trust deed to protect the interest of the debenture holders. Next, let's check out the characteristics of debentures. Characteristics of debentures. It is a written document acknowledging a debt which is due by the company. The mode and repayment of principal and interest is fixed. The mode and repayment of the principal amount as well as the mode and repayment of the interest amount, both are fixed, and it is stated in the debenture certificate. The rate of interest is specified. So it could be 10% per annum or 12% per annum. The rate of interest is specified in the debenture certificate. The rate of interest is prefixed to the word debenture. So if it's 12% debenture, it means interest is payable at 12% per annum on the face value of the debenture. If it's 9% debenture, it means interest is payable at 9% per annum on the face value of the debenture. It is considered as a borrowing by the company, and therefore it appears in the equity and liability part of the balance sheet. It is normally secured by a charge in the assets of the company. This means that where the company defaults in the payment of principal and or the interest amount, then the debenture holder can sell the asset and recover his dues. Lastly, interest on debentures is a charge against the profits of the company. This means that the company is liable to pay interest on debentures irrespective of the fact whether it has earned a profit or incurred a loss. That is why it is said to be a charge against the profits of the company. The interest on the debentures has to be paid by the company to the debenture holder irrespective of the fact that the company has earned a profit or incurred a loss. So these are the characteristics of debentures. Next, let's go into the types of debentures. Debentures are of different types. They can be distinguished from the following point of view: from the security point of view, from redemption point of view, from records point of view, from priority point of view, from coupon rate point of view, and from convertibility point of view. We will see each of these in detail. Let's begin with the first one, from security point of view. From security point of view, debentures are divided into secured debentures or unsecured or naked debentures. In the case of secured debentures, they are secured by either a fixed charge or a floating charge on the assets of the company. And in the case of unsecured or naked debentures, they are not secured by a charge in the assets of the company. We've already seen the meaning of the term charge. It refers to securing a loan by mortgaging specific assets towards the loan, so that in the case of default in the repayment of the loan, the lender can secure his payment from the assets which have been mortgaged. Now let's understand the difference between what is called fixed charge and what is called floating charge. In the case of fixed charge, it is a charge created on assets of permanent nature, specific assets like land, building, etc. And in the case of floating charge, it is a charge which is not created on specific assets, but in general all the assets, of course except those which are charged by way of the fixed charge. So in the case of a floating charge, the charge is created not on specific assets of the company, but in general all the assets, barring those which are charged by way of a fixed charge. So from the security point of view, debentures may be secured debentures or unsecured debentures. Let's go to from redemption point of view. First, let's understand the meaning of the term redemption of debentures. It means repayment of amount due by the company on account of the debentures. From the redemption point of view, debentures may be redeemable debentures or irredeemable debentures. Redeemable debentures are repayable at the end of a specified period or by installments, but during the lifetime of a company. So in the case of redeemable debentures, amount is repayable by the company either at the end of a specified period, which is the duration of the debenture, or by installments during the lifetime of a company. On the other hand, irredeemable debentures are repayable or redeemable only at the time of winding up of the company. So from the redemption point of view, debentures may be redeemable debentures which will be redeemed during the lifetime of the company, or irredeemable debentures which is repayable only at the time of winding up of the company. We'll move on to from records point of view. From records point of view, a debenture may be a registered debenture or a bearer debenture. In the case of registered debenture, the name of the debenture holder is registered in the register of debentures of the company. And in this case, the amount of principal and interest will be payable to such registered debenture holder. The transfer of debentures requires the execution of a transfer deed. A bearer debenture is the opposite of a registered debenture. the name of the debenture holder will not be registered in the register of debentures of the company, and such a debenture is transferable by mere delivery. Interest is paid to the persons who produce the coupons which is attached to the debenture. We'll move on to priority point of view. From priority point of view, a debenture may be first debenture or second debenture. A first debenture has to be repaid before any other debentures are redeemed or repaid. A second debenture has to be repaid only after the first debentures are redeemed or repaid. Coupon rate point of view. From coupon rate point of view, a debenture may be a specific coupon rate debenture or a zero coupon rate debentures, otherwise called bonds. When a debenture is issued with a specific rate of interest, it is called a specific coupon rate debenture, and the rate of interest is referred to as the coupon rate. This coupon rate may be a fixed rate or a floating rate. A floating rate is a rate which varies along with the bank rate. This rate of interest will be prefixed to the word debentures. For example, in the case of 10% debentures, the rate of interest is 10% per annum on the face value of the debenture. In the case of zero coupon rate debentures or bonds, they do not carry a specific rate of interest. Now, in such a case, these debentures will be issued at a deep discount so that the difference between the face value and the issue price is the interest for the duration of the debenture or bond. We'll move on to convertibility point of view. From convertibility point of view, a debenture may be a convertible debenture or a non-convertible debenture. We'll finish non-convertible debenture first. It is a debenture which cannot be converted into shares. A convertible debenture is a debenture which can be converted into shares. Now, in case the full amount of the debenture is convertible into shares, it is referred to as fully convertible debentures. Where only part of the amount of the debenture is convertible into shares, it is referred to as partly convertible debentures. So, we've seen the various types of debentures. Next, let's understand the difference between a share and a debenture. The difference between share and debenture. Based on ownership, since a debenture is a borrowing of the company, a debenture holder is considered a lender to the company. A share represents the capital of the company, and therefore a shareholder is the owner of a company. Basis of return. The debenture holder will get return called interest, irrespective of whether the company earns a profit or not. The shareholder will get a return which is called dividend only if the company earns a profit. Now, where the company incurs a loss in any specific year, the shareholder will not be entitled to dividend. On the basis of repayment, a debenture holder is redeemed at the end of the specified period, which is for the duration of the debenture. Normally, the amount of the equity share capital will not be repaid during the lifetime of the company, though the preference share capital will be redeemed on the due date. On the basis of issue at discount, a debenture can be issued at discount. However, a share cannot be issued at discount. It can be issued at par or at premium only. On the basis of secured by a charge on the assets of the company. In the case of debenture, debenture may be secured by a charge on the assets of the company, but a share is never secured by any charge on the assets of the company. On the basis of convertibility, a debenture can be converted into a share. A convertible debenture can be converted into a share. However, a share cannot be converted into any other security. On the basis of voting rights, debenture holders do not have any voting right. However, equity shareholders have the right to vote and participate in the management of the company. On the basis of risk, debenture holders are relatively safe and risk-free compared to shareholders who are at greater risk, who may also lose the amount that they have invested in the shares. On the basis of priority to repayment of capital, the debenture holders are repaid the amount due to them before the share capital is repaid. And in the case of winding up of the company, the debenture holders will therefore have priority to repayment of amount due before any share capital is repaid. So we've seen the difference between a debenture and share. So we've completed the introductory video on this chapter of issue of debentures. In the upcoming video, we will deal with the disclosure of debentures in the balance sheet of the company.